Can you see, from your standpoint, the economy here, in the way that it's played out with this virus, changing fundamentally in the coming months and years?
I do. I do see some fundamental changes that are going to permanently impair certain sectors of our economy and boost to the upside some others. And I'll just give you an example. You know, I have a snapshot on 50-plus companies that I'm an investor in, either on the debt or equity side, and we have been going through the whole process of the PPP and everything else. And when we saw that bill, it was clear to us that the government wanted us to sustain the employees' salaries at the snapshot of Feb 15th through June 30. And that is at the expense of the landlord. In every one of my situations, practically 100%, we have asked to push our rent for at least 90 days. But there's another form of impairment occurring, and this one is going to be long-term. What we've noticed in operating remotely in all of these companies now for almost over 2 months is that we can do it very efficiently after having spent on new licenses, on new technologies, and upgrading internet connections and all the rest of it. And so what we're planning to do across the board is cut our use of office space and retail space by around 30% on average, hoping to get another 7 to 11% cash flow right across the board. Because we've learned that from the employee base, there are many that are taking care of elderly parents, for example, or raising children, or they just want to stay home and they don't want to commute. We don't care. The opportunity to save money on rent that we never needed, although could never test. I mean, nobody would have ever done this to a business, blew it up and moved everybody afar to work remotely unless they were forced to, and they were. And now we figured out we can save a ton of money. There is going to be an amazing new America emerge from this with tremendous productivity gains. Unfortunately, not for real estate. That is going to be permanently impaired. I see the cap rates on even AAA office towers in New York and Boston going up because they're going to have to retrofit with all kinds of hazmat air systems, put cubicles everywhere. Whoever wants to get on an elevator with 100 people again? Everybody's going to turn into Howie Mandel when this is over. And at the end of the day, that's going to impair all kinds of real estate. You want to sell your REITs. That's my opinion. I've already done that. I've almost exited every one of my REITs, and that was a core holding for a long time. And the other thing I'll say about the trading range that I have come to just live with is there's only one index to watch. It's called the New York Como Index. It occurs between 12 noon and 3 o'clock every day. Everybody watches New York. It's a giant cruise ship stuck on a rock, 75 stories high, and the virus is causing havoc. But even the traders and the sovereign funds in the Middle East are watching the Como Index. The entire world's indices trade on the optimism of Como and New York or the pessimism. When you want to see recovery, it was the first green shoots of Como talking about stabilizing in outcomes in New York City. And we got back 21% of a 34% decline. Como's the key to watch. We will learn first in New York when restaurants open. We will learn first in New York when sports arenas open. We will learn everything from the Como Index. Watch that one.
All right. So it's interesting, Kevin, that you bring all these